So we'll leave that as is. Now I think the last thing we need is just some transitional stuff. And this could be like effects, but what I want to do is like reverses, like synth reverses, stuff like that. So we're going to go back into our sample pack and let's go into our effects. We'll go to reverses and let's just listen to some of these reverses. And we'll probably just put them as transitional pieces at the end of our like 8 and 16 bar phrases. Okay, this is a cool one. This is kind of like a T99 stab in reverse. So maybe we'll put this at the end of drop 1.1 and we'll turn this down. Okay, and this sample's in F. We need it to be in A sharp, so we'll tune it up. And then I think we can add some reverb to it and some OTT, just so it creates like more of a like a sweeping transition. So I don't think we need this reverse at the end of drop 1.2. I think we can find a different reverse, but let's just duplicate this pattern over so it repeats the same way in the second half of the drop. So we'll call this reverse 1. Now let's make a new audio track and we'll find another reverse. So for this, I think I actually want to make a reverse. So I'm going to find one of our bass sounds. So we can find a sound like this, and this is how I typically make a reverse. So I'll solo this bass sound. And let's tune it up to the right key. I'm going to unwarp it. So we'll go G, G sharp, A sharp. And then I'm going to put a reverb on this, turn up the decay a lot. And that sounds incredible right there. So what we need to do is we'll right click, hit freeze and flatten track. And then we can extend this section, hit shift tab to go into the sample editor, and then we're gonna hit this reverse button. Then what I like to do is just zoom in and trim off a little bit of this transient in the beginning. And now we have our reverse. So maybe we'll put this at the end of drop 1.2, and we'll have this lead right into this like this vocal sample that we have. So let's listen to that. And without it. Turn it back on. I think that sounds a lot better. I think there's just more energy that's sweeping into this turnaround at the end of drop 1.2. So then let's just go ahead. We'll copy from drop 1.1 at the end of drop 1.2, and we'll duplicate this across. And I think that's good for our reverses. So I think that's enough sounds in the drop right now. We don't want to overcrowd it, but now that we've written everything, I don't want to get super into mixing, but I do want to add a sidechain, see how that sounds. So I'm going to unfreeze the acid pattern, and I'm just going to take this sidechain compressor we have, and I'm going to duplicate it onto the drop set because I think I want a deeper sidechain on the acid pattern than I do the rest of the background elements because they're so tucked in quietly. So I'll have my sidechain on the acid patch itself and then another of the exact same sidechain on the group. So let's listen to that, and we're definitely going to have to adjust to make sure everything sounds great.
Elevate, generate.
So that's sounding great. There's a few things I did. I don't know if you might have caught. I turned down the sidechain on this acid pattern because we had it doubled up on the drop synths and I didn't think we needed it again. So overall, everything's sounding like pretty good to me.